Hey guys, today we're going to demonstrate and go over in detail your spinal hygiene exercises. Now these are super important because what we do in the office is really valuable and vital, taking care of your spine and your nervous system, something that you can't do, so we work together. But what you do outside the office is really the bigger piece. The pieces that you put together kind of help protect your investment and also help you get the fastest and best results. Now each of these exercises we're going to show you are going to be 3 sets for 15-second holds. They take a totality of about 5 minutes of your day, so they don't take a long time to do. And I always tell patients try to do them at least once a day, which is best, twice a day for best and fastest results. Anchor them to something that you do twice a day, kind of like brushing your teeth. So do them in the morning, do them in the evening before you go to bed. All right, one more thing I forgot to mention to you guys. You can do the wall angels, the doorway stretch in any order that you want to. But what makes most sense, and it'll help you try to remember these even if you forget to watch the video, or maybe if we have the PDF form that we've given you, is we're gonna start top down. So that means start with your neck, do those exercises first, go to the mid back, then your low back, and then repeat the other ones if you haven't done them already. That makes the most sense, but you can figure it out for yourself, have fun with it. The idea is to make this fun so that you can do this consistently to give you the best and fastest results. All right, get to it. All right, so these are gonna be your neck exercises. The first one's gonna be a rotation. So a couple cues, we wanna keep our shoulders square, and as we rotate or move our neck to the right or to the left, we wanna keep those shoulders from rotating. So keep them as straight as possible. Try to be mindful of that. And again, these are gonna be 3 sets for 15-second holds. So doesn't matter if you go to the right or to the left, just make sure you do both sides. Okay, first side, we're just gonna turn our head to the left as far as we can go. Hold that for 15 seconds. Release, and you can either go back and do that for another 2 sets, or you can alternate sides and really take it to the end range of motion. Now, if you have any pain, back off the point where you have pain, but still do the end range of motion where it's most comfortable for you. So even if you do have discomfort or pain, still work through these. It's gonna help you out. Okay, there's your rotation. All right, so our second and last neck exercise for you is called lateral flexion. I also call them chicken wing, and you'll see why. So with this one, you can do this sitting or standing. I'm gonna demonstrate today sitting. So this might be a little bit more easy for those who have desk jobs or that they don't have the ability to stand up. So what you're gonna do is you're either gonna start with your right or your left side. And what I like to do is start with my right. I'm gonna bring my arm behind me, grab with my left hand, the opposite hand, the wrist around like this. So that's behind me. I'm gonna pull it to this side, and this is the side that kind of looks like a chicken wing. That's why I call it chicken wing. And what you're gonna do with your neck is you're going to lean your head towards the chicken wing side as far as you can go. You're gonna get this nice stretch right in here into the neck muscles called the scalenes. And what you can do is you can hold that for 15 seconds and repeat that for 3 sets. And if you want to get a little bit more adventurous, you can rotate your head up and hold that for 15 seconds as well. And you can look down and then repeat all those for 2 more sets. And then you would just do the same thing for the opposite side. So you're going to take this hand and right side, you're going to grab the wrist, bring it to the other side, drop your ear to the chicken wing side, keep your head straight forward. And then if you want to rotate upwards, you can, or down, back to center, 3 sets, 15 seconds. That's the lateral neck exercise, or called chicken wing. There you go. All right, we got one more neck exercise, pretty simple. And I wanted to do this in a chair because if you're at your desk or your computer, this is perfect. You can sit down and do this one. So what we're gonna do is flexion and extension. So we're gonna bring our chin down to our chest, and then we're also gonna look up and back as far as we can go. Pretty simple. Again, each of these are gonna be 15-second holds for 3 sets. So the first one will be flexion, chin down to your chest, as far as you can go. Extension, up and back as far as you can go. And then you just repeat. Those are simple. The first exercise we're gonna cover today is gonna be your wall angels, or also this is gonna help counteract what we call anterior head carriage, meaning the forward head posture that some people have because of the loss of curvature in their neck. We're gonna give you some of the best cues to get the best out of these stretches, especially this one. So you're gonna need yourself a wall. Everybody's got one, right? So what you wanna do is have your butt and your shoulders touching the wall at all times. You're gonna bring your elbows up at 90 degrees And then you're gonna bring your wrists and touch the wall on both sides, not the fingers. And so the elbows and the wrists are gonna touch shoulders and then of course your butt. And what you're gonna do is slowly go up as high as you can, keeping all those points of contact, and then come back down as far as you can, kind of bringing your elbows to your hips as much as possible. And you're gonna do this for 10 repetitions and slowly do this over 5 seconds. All right, spinal hygiene exercise number 2. This is your doorway stretch. This one's gonna be a little bit different in terms of the hold because you're gonna hold it for about 30 seconds and work with your breath. So what you're gonna do, find a doorway. I like one that's not too wide, but enough where you can get a nice good stretch here in the upper pectoral area. A lot of us are sitting too much in this position, so we're gonna reverse that, open that up. You're gonna put your elbows on the doorway frame at 90 degrees, and then what you're gonna do is step through, hold that for 30 seconds, and you're really gonna love this because it really opens up the upper chest area. And then you just hold that for 30 seconds, repeat that for about 3 sets. Pretty simple. All right, spinal hygiene exercises. These are quadruple pack. So Y, W, T, Ls. So just like they're stated, we're gonna do a Y, a W, a T, and an L. And this is gonna really help the thoracic or mid-back area. So all of these are gonna be 3 sets for 15-second holds, okay? First one will be the Y, right overhead. And remember with this one, you want your thumbs behind you. This is just gonna protect your shoulders. So you're gonna be straight up overhead. And what you're gonna do, this one's a little bit tougher, but we're gonna get some camera angles here and squeeze the shoulder blades together, kind of like you have either a pencil or a beach ball between your shoulder blades. Hold that, squeeze that for 15 seconds, release. And then you repeat again for another 2 sets. That's the Y. Now that Q is gonna be the cue for all the other ones with W, the T's, and then the L's at the end. Okay, next one is gonna be our W. So just like a W, your elbows are gonna be flared out, thumbs are gonna be behind you, and then you're gonna squeeze the shoulder blades together for 15 seconds, and then relax. Repeat that for another 2 sets. Now we're gonna do the T's. So again, your arms are gonna be way out, kind of like you're giving a big open hug with your thumbs behind you. And then again, you're gonna squeeze those shoulder blades together, 15 seconds, and then release. Repeat that for another 2 sets. All right, last one is the L's. You're gonna take your elbows and kind of put them right by your sides, and then your thumbs are gonna be behind you again, and your palms are gonna be wide open. Same thing again here, squeeze the shoulder blades together for 15 seconds. Release, repeat that for 2 sets. Good luck. All right, next spinal hygiene exercises are for your low back. All right, so we're gonna do flexion and extension. So basically we're gonna bend forward and we're gonna extend backwards. Pretty simple. Again, we're gonna hold these for 15 seconds for 3 sets. So the first one we're gonna do is I'm gonna bend forward as far as I can. And Eugene, you might see him in the picture. As far as you can here. And then extension. You're gonna lean all the way back here. 15-second holds for 3 sets. There you go. All right, last spinal hygiene exercises, low back. We've kind of gotten a theme here for mid-back, low back, neck. We're doing forward, back, side to side, and rotation depending on what part of the spine. Last one, we're gonna do a lateral bend or side bend on both sides. And then we're also gonna do a rotation. So we're gonna start with the lateral bend first, shoulder width apart. Keep your knees from bending, arms are to your side, and then you're gonna bend as far as you can. I'm gonna start with my right side, like I'm trying to touch my knee on one side, as far as I can. Hold that for 15 seconds, and then repeat that for 3 sets. And then we're gonna do the other side as far as you can. Now the cue here is that you wanna bend straight to the side and not have any lean forward or back. But that's for the lateral bend. All right, last one for rotation. You're gonna keep your pelvis locked forward and square the whole time. So this will be the biggest cue here. You're gonna bring your arms out in front of you. You can either clasp them together or just put them palm to palm. And what you're gonna do is rotate to your right or your left, whatever you wanna start. Hold that while keeping your pelvis forward the whole time. Hold that for 15 seconds. Go back to center. Repeat the same side or alternate sides for 15 seconds for 3 sets. What you don't want to do is let your pelvis go with you because you're not getting the maximum stretch out of that. Okay?